To be honest, I don't want to live in the United States of America if it's not majority white.
Hey Arvo, I know your community is whites only, but could you make exceptions for us two Negroes? We're not even full sub-Saharan. We are over 40% white. And Arvo says this: God bless the Hodge Twins. But no.
Yeah, what do you thought was about to happen?
Yeah, this video comes from.
All right, first of all, wait a minute, y'all actually think I was being serious? I was joking. Why do I want to go to live beside white people that are scared of me? Yeah, I live in a white neighborhood. There's a couple. I live in a white neighborhood. Well, multicultural is white. There's black, but I live in a mansion. Why would I move to Arkansas? I was joking. I was just joking. Yeah, Arkansas is nice, but I don't want to live in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And I'm living around a bunch of people that are scared of me. I'm walking on eggshells. Can I stay, master? Can I stay, please? I didn't mean no harm. Just looking at your woman. I just said hi. I don't want to live in that. I was joking, fellas. Yeah. I was joking. Yeah.
O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Now, the Hodge Twins started off on YouTube doing, in my honest opinion, bodybuilding and satire, and they built a really big fan base. They sold out. And how did they sell out? Well, they started.
We've been Republican for years. Yeah, just because I have different opinions don't mean I sold out. Yeah, a sellout is a person who says something for money. Yeah, I'm saying things because that's my opinion. Yeah, that's how we see the world. Yeah, I've monetized my opinion, but it's nothing wrong with that. I'm a capitalist.
Yeah, content. This is a lot of their content. Look at this one. The black trans-genders are always the worst. So basically what happens is the Hodge Twins went from a comedic duo to an anti-black conservative duo in order to make money.
I'm not anti-black. I'm you know what, but I'm not anti-black. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm anti-black. I'm hard on black people. Yeah. Y'all need some criticism. Yeah. Seriously. And, I am prejudiced, but everybody's prejudiced. Yeah. I just put my prejudice out there because I want black people to do better. We can do better. Yeah. It's not wrong when having a bias or being prejudiced. Mm-hmm. It's only wrong when you use your biases and your prejudices to discriminate against people. Belittle people, denigrate them. I'm not denigrating people simply because the color of their skin. Yeah. I'm denigrating these people because the way they behave. Your behavior. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Once their comedic duo started going down.
Man, you used to be in shape. Mm-hmm. Look damn good right there. Yeah. He said we started going downhill. Yeah, he's an idiot. Man, we was making all kinds of gains. All kinds. Look at them shoulders. Look at them biceps. Look at them tries. Look at them chest. Wish I had my beard though. I know.
Now, if I'm being generous to the Hodge Twins, I don't think they would say they're anti-black. They'll probably say something like, we just believe in accountability. We think there's issues.
He ain't buying it. No, man, I'm not anti-black, man. That's crazy for anybody to say that I'm anti-black. Well, whenever you criticize a black person, that's how they see you. You know what I think anti-black is? It's when you put a message out there that exploits and damages the black community. That's what I think anti-black means. Well, that's the way they see when we criticize black people, we're damaging the black community. Not the behavior that we're criticizing, just us criticizing other black people. Yeah. A lot of black people see it that way, that we're destroying the black community. Yeah, but when it's not us, we're just denigrating the behaviors we see in the black community. Yes, that's what I consider anti-black. Like some of this rap music that's out there that pushes violence and sexualizing women, and it's filled with crime and just repugnant stuff. That's anti-black because that hurts black communities. Yeah, a lot of black culture is anti-black, actually. Yes, that's the way I see it. But I'm anti-black for pointing out that bad behavior. No, that's a black person that's too sensitive for his own good. Yeah, that's the way we see it.
And we want to see the black community. That's what they would say. So
you took the words right out of my mouth. Took the words right out of my mouth. I don't know about your buddy, but yeah, he's like whatever. Now, well, we've been watching the for years. For years. Yeah. And I saw them talk about Mario. I said, yep, I know it's only a matter of time before they start talking about us. And today it's finally came. Yeah. So, all right, here we go.
What happened that they were reacting to the Eric Arval video, and they were reacting to this new all-white town documentary, and they said something that was interesting.
To be honest, I don't want to live in in the United States of America if it's not majority white. Once it becomes majority non-white, it's, man. So I understand the fear of white people want to live in a country that's majority non-white.
But they're not the only guys that talk like this.
America is a nation, not just from an economic standpoint, but we also have an identity too, a cultural identity. And I'll tell you guys this too. As someone who's a first-generation American, my family's from Sudan, etc., I should not be saying this stuff, but I'm going to be honest. A lot of these guys that come from the third world, to include my old homeland, come here and scam. And the reality is, if we want America to stay America, we got to keep it majority white. We got to keep it the way it was founded.
But there was a time where Myron, who was trying to defend white race,
well, you know what? Not to cut this off too quick, but 6% of Latino men voted for Trump. Without that vote, Trump's not in the White House right now. So I kind of disagree with Myron when it comes to that. I think Myron's, when he says those comments, he's thinking about the black community. Yeah. If the black community numbers went up, because he's absolutely right. He's absolutely correct, because black people, 90 to 95, 96% vote for Democrats every election. We're a monolith when it comes to politics. Yeah, and that's why I said those words. If this country's majority black, it's not America. There's no America. It's not going to be America. This is Gotham. Yeah, because there will be no Republican Party. This party. I mean, just look at how blacks voted this last election. All these millions of people illegally coming in our country. You got men competing in women's sports, and blacks overwhelmingly went and still voted for a Democrat. Even though these illegal immigrants who's taking resources out of their community, they still voted Democrat. Yeah, and this is the thing. That's why they ran Kamala, because supposedly she was a black woman. She's not black. She's Asian. So if this country becomes majority black, this is not the America that was founded 200 years ago. They would abolish, they would stack the Supreme Court, they would abolish the Electoral College. You would never see a right-leaning or conservative politician in this country ever again if that ever becomes the case. So that's why Myron said what he said. Yeah, and that's why we say that. Yeah.
Races got into a battle with a guy, basically calling him a saying N-word.
But you're sitting behind a anon account, can't even stand behind what the you're saying. You got the nerve to talk to me when I got my real name out there, my real face out there. I'm live every day talking about actually contributing to the fight, and you got the gall to sit there and call me a stand, you piece of shit. I hope you wake up and have the replay, and I hope I come on a space like I see your dumb and actually talk to you. This is the problem that we have in these spaces. We got these stupid, autistic that will sit there and say, well, you're not white, so you can't talk about this, or you're... And it's like, okay, you want to go ahead and have this fight by yourself where no one's going to take you seriously because they're going to just think you're a kid? Remember, that's the problem.
Because they think you're the Triple K member. Didn't you put on a hood and do their salute, you fucking goofy ass loser?
Well, he does that to joke around. He's joking though. He doesn't mean it. I mean, I wouldn't have did it. He's trying to trigger people. But Marlon doesn't. He's joking. He just has no filter. He's very blunt. Yeah.
Wasn't that him?
Going on a platform that is white extremists and calling them autistic because they're not inclusive, it's crazy.
It is.
Well, that one white kid doesn't speak for all white people. Yeah. Majority of white people don't feel that way. Yeah, that white kid that was talking to him like that, he's a unicorn. Yeah, and he doesn't even show his face. And Myron pointed that out. Yeah, he's actually a unicorn that farts pink dust. Yeah, I mean... He's very rare. Yeah.
It actually does.
Crazy.
Good point.
It's like you're at McDonald's wondering why it smells like fries. That's crazy. Yeah. The people that are allowing you in these spaces and letting you talk are laughing in your back when your back is turned. They're like, this is this clown. Look at this.
You're being generous. Back.
Yes, I am.
They're back. Yes. They literally looked him in his eye and says, at the end of the day, you're still an N-word. You're a dirty...
One person said that.
No. Yeah. There was a whole spaces where they were saying that about him. Some of them challenged me into fight, say, listen, we don't want you here.
Myron, you were in my space the other day, and I said, you're doing a great job calling out these Jews, but, if we take this country back, we want it for white folks, and would you go home? And you said, I was born here, and I'm not going anywhere. And this is where I think the problem is with working with non-whites, is that once you think you help us, that you're just going to stay in our country. Why do you Browns think you could stay in my country?
Hell, Nick Fuentes.
That is crazy that white boy said. But he doesn't speak for all white people. And those people exist, and we realize people like that exist. Yeah, but look, this is the thing. When this country was systemically racist, when black people couldn't go into the same bathrooms as white people or drink from the same water fountains, they still came out with the Civil Rights Act. Even though this country was primarily white, over 70% white, and they voted so that black people could have rights in this country as if they're white. Right? So if they did that back in the 50s and 60s, whenever that was voted into law, why do y'all think majority of white people in today's country feel that way? They don't. They've never felt that way.
These people are very rare.
Yeah.
And I don't even, like, there's a difference between that person that was talking and when we speak to someone like Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is prejudiced, just like I am.
Yeah.
But that guy right there is a vile, disgusting, and racist.
Yeah. I've never heard Nick Fuentes say anything like that. Nick Fuentes has been getting going in on Candace Hill lately.
I know.
Making jokes.
But he's But it's that guy's actually a racist.
Yeah, that guy that was talking
about. Yeah, that guy is a vile, disgusting racist.
Yeah. And he doesn't speak for all white people.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Just like I don't speak for all black people.
Yeah.
He's very good friends with. His politics are that whites should be the majority people in power.
Yeah.
It is really this simple. We need white men in charge of everything again. That's it.
Hey, help us now, but pack your...
But why is he saying that?
Why is he saying that?
Yo, it needs context.
Yeah, y'all taking them out of context.
Yeah.
96% of black people vote for Democrats. 90 to 96%.
Yeah.
This country will look starkly different if it was primarily black.
Yeah.
Y'all know that for a fact.
Look at the black politicians, how to think the policy. They don't have policies. The blacks on the Democratic side of the aisle, all they push is anti-Trump, anti-Trump. They accuse Trump of this. He's that, he's this, he's that. They never present any policies.
Have they did anything for the betterment of black people? Just Democrats. Look where the black people live at.
Yeah.
They live in the inner cities, high crime. Trump wants to come in there and like make the streets safer. And they call him racist for wanting to arrest criminals and take them off the streets.
You actually got black politicians. Look at that Chicago mayor. He refused to lock up the black criminals because he think it's racist. That's the only reason why he won't do it.
He wants to give him a second chance, second, third,
He wants
fourth,
to give him second,
fifth,
third.
sixth chance.
He has a problem with mass incarceration of blacks that are criminals.
Yeah.
That hurts black folks.
Yeah.
So when you take a snippet of Nick Fuentes, we need to have numbered white politicians in this country.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense because the way how black people govern, the black politicians govern their communities. They don't.
Yeah. How they
don't.
vote.
They're actually a detriment to the black community.
Yeah. Y'all need to give context when he says these things.
Yeah.
By itself, it looks horrible. But he's basing it on statistics.
Yeah.
And I don't know. First, as soon as I lived in black neighborhoods.
Yeah, I grew up.
And I lived in white neighborhoods. And
Black and white people are totally different. And y'all can probably speak from experience.
Yeah, y'all got to see the differences.
Y'all know it's a huge difference.
There's good white people. There's good black people.
Yeah.
There's bad white people.
There's a whole lot of bad black people.
No, can't say that.
It's true. Statistically speaking, that we commit about half of the
violent crime, but we make up about 12% of the population.
That's an amazing statistic.
Yeah.
Your bags and go back to Sudan, you dirty.
It's like the house ninja that thinks he's gonna get a position by staying in the house. It's like, no, they don't like you either.
Yeah.
And you know what's also funny? I'm one of the biggest advocates for white people being able to practice and say white power, be able to maintain their relationship with white women, etc. I'm actually one of the biggest proponents of white people being able to say, hey, I want to keep my race white. I actually respect that, and I fight for their ability to say that. Then you get kids like this guy that come in and try to one of their biggest advocates that has a platform that's of the other color saying this stupid. Idiots like you make me realize, damn, I shouldn't even be defending these.
That's crazy.
Okay. We just gotta appreciate this. How like buck broken these guys are. Okay, but you understand, definitionally speaking, that means that they want to exterminate you or they want you out of their fucking country. I'm not gonna sit here and then do some kind of movement that's anti-Ethiopian and then be surprised when people with foreheads like mine get exterminated. You know, easy to spot. You made it clear what it's about. Shit,
Your forehead ain't even that big.
I know.
Ilhan Omar's got a forehead for days.
You go look at Ilhan Omar's family. Them foreheads for days. You actually got an American forehead.
You actually got a white man's forehead.
Yeah. You looked out on that one.
Yeah. No, but y'all generalizing.
No,
all
white people like that though.
All white people not like that.
Like we find that white dude's comments vile and disgusting. We don't align with those people.
Yeah. Just because they're Republican, they're not. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't align with them. I don't.
My shit's kind of shiny today too.
It's always shiny.
No, I put coconut oil today.
No, but usually you sweat a lot.
Touche.
But I mean, it was summer and now it's fall, so I mean.
I still sweat. Don't matter what season it is.
This is where the Hodge Twins get their Negro wake-up call.
Man, why don't we sit up, man?
Yeah, I got bad posture. Getting old, man. Getting old.
So the Hodge Twins go on to Twitter, and then they put this message.
This again.
Hey, Arval, I know your community is whites only, but could you make exceptions for us two Negroes? We're not even full sub-Saharan. We are over 40% white. And Arval says this. God bless the Hodge Twins. But no.
Yeah, what do you thought was about to happen?
Man, I can't believe y'all thought I was being serious.
Yeah, I already live around white people.
Yeah,
I don't need to move to Arkansas to live around them.
yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say they're not all white. Well, there's a pro football player that lives beside us. I think he plays for the Raiders.
Yeah, we definitely got to move then. But we were joking.
Yeah.
We were joking.
Yeah. Well, on Twitter, you can see that message. It doesn't have context to it because it's just a message.
It's the Hodge Twins.
You should expect.
We joke on it. You should. Oh, they're joking.
Yeah.
Come on. You actually think I want to pack my stuff and live around white people that are scared of me?
In Arkansas.
Come on, man. That's just common sense.
You black too. Was you tired? That it was. I don't even know how I got to explain this to people.
No.
You black.
No.
I know that. I know I'm black.
We've mentioned.
I already know I'm cursed.
Yeah, you can't joke like that, man.
I'm joking.
Yo, I don't.
But you know what's funny about that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many black people growing up. Oh, you ain't black.
I know.
You ain't black.
Now I'm black once I'm Republican. When I was Democrat, oh, you're not black.
Yeah.
Then when I went to Republican, oh, you're a sellout. I was like, black people got weird logic.
Yeah.
Because my whole life, black people have told me that. You're not black.
Yeah.
I say this very often, but you're genuinely you're simping for white supremacy.
Yes.
The same way the is on their OnlyFans paying and losing all their bread to like touch her bath water. They don't even want to let you.
Man, I'm not doing that.
What'd he say?
He said we sipping. We like these OnlyFans girls buying bath water from these OnlyFans girls. It was just a joke.
Yeah.
Into their hood.
I don't like white supremacists that vile, disgusting people.
Yeah, I know. There you go.
We respect what you say because we say the same thing, but you're part of the things that we say and we stay against. So no.
That was so pathetic. We're 40% white.
Actually, I'm 46% white.
You're part of the things
Wait a
that
minute,
we
stop
say.
it. We need to fact check him. I'm 46% white.
Well, from European countries, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
I'm 46% white. I don't know where you got 40% at. You better get your facts straight. I'm 46, Anglo-Saxon.
Well, you have shared DNA from Anglo-Saxon
46.
areas in the world. A lot of it was from Sweden, UK, Spain.
Ireland. Don't forget Ireland.
Yeah,
That's my
Ireland.
best white side right there.
But I'm just, man, people can't take
We
a
stay
joke.
against. So no.
That was so fucking pathetic. We're 40% white.
46.
Also, actually, this is one question I want to ask.
Walk off.
I want to ask, okay? For the white people watching, when you see guys like this, what does it feel like? I wonder what it feels like for them when they see dudes who are this buck broken worshiping their whiteness. If I was white, I'd be like,
Wait a
Probably
minute. Wait a minute.
We're book broke.
I'm biracial. I got black ancestry and white. I can't be proud of my white ancestry.
No, you can't, because you're primarily black. That makes you a sellout.
But you take away my white, I wouldn't exist. So to Hearns.
putting on some sunscreen and be like, yeah, we are superior. It's like RPGs, you know, when you get your racial traits, you guys need sunscreen. We need bulletproof vests. Hey, it's
You know, crazy. I got sunburned in the pool the other day.
Yeah.
About a month ago, I turned bright red.
Yeah, I know. We look like Drewski. Remember that comedy sketch Drewski did? About NASCAR.
Yeah.
That's
Where he
what
had
I look like in the summer.
where he had his arm painted red like he had sunburn. Yeah, and then my skin just started pulling off my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Biracial. Well, both my parents are black. It's just my great.
Yeah, we got white ones.
Yeah.
Actually, so impressive because even though you did this disgusting, right? Guess what? Most of the black communities will still take you in.
I ain't moving to a black neighborhood. If I move in a black neighborhood, that's dangerous as hell. Being a black Republican, man, you smoking crack now.
No, I would never live in a black neighborhood.
Like when we came out as Republicans, our audience was a good mix.
Mm-hmm.
It was like indicative of what this country's made up of.
Yeah, it was still only about 20% black.
Yeah, I think when we just did fitness, I would say 25 to 30% of our audience was black.
Mm-hmm.
The other, another.
It was white, majority white. It's always been majority white. It's really white now.
Yeah, but when we came to Republican, it went really white. Black people are not very inclusive.
Yeah, when it comes to politics, they're a monolith. They think one way.
Yeah, so that is completely.
Yeah, but I would never. I mean, I'll pray for you guys if you would live in a black community, but
no, I want to live in safer communities.
Yeah, and statistically, a black community is not as safe as a majority white community. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
40% white is black.
Trust me, I know.
It's hurt me so many times in my life.
Stop rubbing it in.
I've been called the N-word. I remember when we was kids, they called us some green-eyed spear chuckers.
Yeah. Hey, Margaret, I just seen something crazy today. I saw a couple green-eyed, blue-eyed I was like, I'm standing right here.
Yeah. We've been victims of racism growing up.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're black. Myron's black. If they're building an all-white community, they don't want you there. Myron knows it.
You know what? I don't think Myron's black.
Well, he's black. He's from.
He's got a lot of. I could tell he's got Arab in him.
Well, he's got black in him.
Yeah, he's got black, but he's a black Arab.
Yeah,
it's totally different from sub-Saharan black and being Northern.
Yeah.
I mean, it's two different cultures.
But when black people say you're black, they're just looking at your skin color.
Yeah,
that's why Kamala Harris passes as black, because she looks like a biracial black person.
Yeah, but just because the color of your skin doesn't necessarily mean you black. Like, you look at an Asian person in China, dark skin,
India.
A lot of black people would say they're China. A lot of black people say they're black, but no, they're Chinese.
Like India. Yeah. From the country of India.
Yeah, the
Indian people. A lot of them are a lot darker than us, darker than them.
Yeah.
Well, black straight hair.
But they're not black.
Call them black and see what happens.
Yeah.
They don't want to be associated as being black.
You can't judge a person if they're black or not just by looking at their skin color.
Yes.
Different cultures make up what a black person is.
Yeah, you can say we're black because that's...
Yeah.
Hodge Twins knows it. The Hodge Twins, they're getting paid from it. Myron's not even getting paid from it, but anything to be closer to White Zaddy. Closer to White Zaddy. If you don't want...
White Zaddy.
See, that's a loony bin opinion. I'm not kissing up to any white folks.
I could see if we're married to Hispanic women.
Yeah. Not married to a woman. I mean, I just call it like it is. Yeah. Black community needs a lot of work. A lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't even say that. Even if I did marry a white woman, it doesn't mean I want to be white.
Yeah. I just want to be myself. And you know what? I hate what black people do a lot of times. They put themselves in a box and you think you got to act and dress and behave a certain way.
Just because of your skin color.
Because only black people think that way. I never did agree with that.
Yeah.
Eddie, crazy. I don't have a problem with black conservatism, but be principled and have a logical worldview that includes your existence in it. That's the bare minimum. That's like white people who spend all their day saying there should be no white people. I don't respect them either. That's fucking stupid. The worst part is like these are disgusting enough to birth kids into a world, and if they get their way, their kids are going to be the ones who suffer the most. How can I respect that?
Hodge Twins are demons, bro. They have millions of followers. They've been on YouTube and they've been on social media for over 10 years, and they built their platform.
He's calling us demons, and he's got this guy.
He stabbed a kid at a track meet, but I'm a demon. We're demons. Black people, man, they just...
Hodge Twins are demons, bro. They have millions of followers. They've been on YouTube and they've been on social media for over 10 years, and they built their platform basically by bashing black people, and they decided to use their platform to attack a 17-year-old, a young man, not even an adult yet.
Well, okay.
That
oh my
black
God, I
dude
can't believe
crazy.
these guys are making me do this.
Yeah, he's making you do it. So go ahead and do it.
But that's how
They're
black
using
people
their
think.
platform to attack a black kid. Yes, who's alleged to have murdered somebody in cold blood.
Yeah.
They hate to be going against him. I got to do it. You made me do it.
And that's what I think me and my brother do every day here on our channel.
Yeah.
On YouTube. We just call it out like it is.
Yeah.
There's a bit of context missing there. I'm sorry. I'm not going to exactly feel bad for a 17-year-old who's rocking around the school with a knife. There's an angle for something. There's a legal case that has to unfold. Fine. But making him this like super sympathetic, oh, he's just a
It's not just that.
To be honest, I don't want to live in in the United States of America if it's not majority white.
If you take a second and you step back, if these idiots...
We've already explained that.
Yeah, but I don't want to listen to his explanation. I just want to show you how false your interpretation of what this world would look like. The United States of America, if it was majority black, and and how I come to that conclusion, I'm gonna share some metrics with you. It has nothing to do with your color of my skin or white people. It has nothing to do with that. It's based on stats, statistics,
behavior,
math,
behavior.
Yeah.
Idiots who profess conservative values are really wanting a conservative country. They think it only happens if it remains majority white.
No, the way this country's going, that's white people are not having kids, and so if we are going to keep this country conservative, you're gonna have to bring in more black people. You have to bring in Latinos. You have to bring in more immigrants. And I mentioned that earlier. 6% of Latino males voted for Trump. We can have a conservative country.
Yeah. But it's not dependent upon black folks. If this country is majority black, you don't have a conservative. Yeah, you have absolutely no conservative values.
Yeah, because black people for decades now have voted
90%,
like 95% clip. Just say 90% clip.
Yeah,
they vote for Democrats.
No other race of people do that. Just black folks.
Not Latinos, not Asians, not whites.
Yeah,
we're the only monolith in this country. That's why we say what we say. Yeah. This country is primarily black. This is not the country we were born into. It's just not.
Right.
And that's a fact based on their voting patterns.
First off, there's a huge segment of the white population that votes very liberally. One. Two, immigrants, by and large, are more conservative than whites in terms of their values and their politics. Agree or disagree?
He's probably talking about the Latino males.
Yeah.
Latino women did not vote.
Overwhelmingly, a majority of immigrants are Democrats.
That's why they want to bring them here.
Yeah, but he's saying they're Republicans.
Nope.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
The reason why a lot of immigrants who are conservatives still vote liberal is not because they love everything they say.
It's just because they want to be included.
But these guys are so...
Because they see the right as being racist.
Yeah, which is false.
Which is false. And who put that idea out there? Democrats.
Yeah. Y'all voting for Democrats.
Which explains another reason why blacks vote for Democrats, 95% clip.
Yeah, because
the other side is racist. Yeah.
He just proved that.
Yeah.
It's not Democrats. I mean, that if you're voting for a Democrat because the other side, you think the other side is racist, you're just very naive and you're very, I don't know. Yeah. You're just not using your brain, because to say that about the other side is just totally false.
Yeah, I'm not saying that white people are not racist. There's no racist white people on the right. I'm sure there is. There's racist white people on the left.
There's a whole bunch of racist blacks on the left.
That's why they, at a 95% clip, vote for Democrats.
That's why they vote that way, because they think the other side hates them.
Yeah.
So the reason why majority of blacks vote for Democrats is because they hate them.
Yeah. I seen Amazing Lucas the other day in a video. He said 99% of black people do not care what happened to that white girl, Irina, that Ukrainian refugee. He said refugee, but he said 99%. I don't think it's 99%.
Yeah,
it's up there. It's a high clip. It's more than 50%.
Yeah, yeah. And I want to touch on another point. Another factor you need to consider is our behavior. Like, I know black people hate this statistic. We commit a majority of violent crime in this country. What do you think this country looks like if 50% of this country, it goes from 12 to 13% to 50% black in this country?
Yeah, that is 12 to 13% right now.
Yeah, if the black population was 50% of the United States, the crime is through the roof. There will be no conservative politics, values, or anything in this country.
Yeah.
There will be it'd be wiped away.
Yeah,
because how black people think.
They don't even track those statistics anymore because it was putting black people in a bad light. But worst case scenario, we make up 13% of the population. We account for 40% of the violent crime. Now, Imagine if we became 50% of the population.
Yeah. This place would be Gotham.
Buck broken. They're so obsessed with trying to appeal to whiteness that they'll just say the goof even if it means their own erasure. Are you?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true. When we tweeted that, we was joking, though.
We was joking. But probably the major reason why I feel the way I feel is based on those metrics I just shared with you. But then again, I'm not going out applying for a job. I don't need anybody's help to provide for my family. I started a business. I got several lines of revenue. I think a lot of black people feel the way they do because they think they need somebody to help them, like a white person to hire them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they need the white shadow to help them.
Yeah.
They need the Democrats to help them get where they want to get because conservatives are going to keep you down.
Yeah, and I think that's another reason why blacks vote the way they vote, because they think Democrats is actually going to help them achieve the American dream. They're not. They can't.
Yeah.
Trump can't provide me the American dream. Yeah. I have to do that.
Yeah.
You stupid?
You're a second-class citizen, and that's
what they want. The benefit of being on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I could, if that. Let's say I don't agree with you, but I could be a second-class citizen. I still will be successful because I don't depend on nobody else.
Yeah, we're actually third-class citizens. The Latino took over.
Yeah. Right.
They're talking in like racial terms, but
yeah,
when you're a minority group in the country,
right,
you're pretty much going to be like a
you know, just the law of physics, really.
It's just the way things is. Just like if you a white person moves to a country that's 95% black,
yeah, you're gonna be treated like a second. You're a minority.
Yeah,
and by whenever you're a minority, you are going to be treated different because you're not the majority.
Yeah,
no matter what your skin color is.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
YouTube been being consistent for the last 9 years is you get to observe the landscape change. You get to observe the trends, culture change. You see the content change. 2015, I was deep into stand-up comedy, doing the arts. And so I was going to a lot of events and I was in a lot of left-leaning spaces. And at that time, there was a lot of weirdness around blackness in left-leaning spaces because of the way that they were patronizing, the way that they would belittle you with a lot of their, very soft-spoken racism, right? And when I spoke out about against this stuff, I got labeled a right-winger oftentimes. Never bothered me because I knew in my heart of hearts, I don't look at black women and say bad things. I don't look at my nieces and nephews and don't go out of my way to make sure that they celebrate their blackness. I know my values, so I'm okay. But I did recognize that over time, after I did a lot of this repeated content, the kind of people that would be drawn to it would be people who would often say horrible things about black people in general. And I started looking at it very, very differently because sometimes you cannot be part of a movement, but if you operate online in the same way that movement does, then you might as well just be another agent for them.
You're a contributor.
And I get it too, because online, I'll be honest with you guys, if you're on YouTube, you want to get the quickest paycheck, be a minority, talk about the minority, you'll get a right-wing audience like this. If you're even half funny and charismatic, you'll shoot up to millions very quickly. And I've seen it with other creators where they are one way.
I think the reason why that happens is because white people feel like they can't say what they want to say.
Yeah. So it does.
So they're living through us.
Man, I'm glad you guys came along because I thought I was going crazy. But I see other black Republicans, and they're nowhere near the audience we have. I think you're kind of undermining the things we've accomplished here and we haven't been on YouTube for 10 years. We've been on YouTube almost 20 years.
Yeah,
I think you're undermining the accomplishments we've made. They're just not following me because I'm black and I'm trashing black people.
Yeah,
that's probably less than 10% of the content that I produce for my channels.
Yeah, it's we had millions of followers before we even went into politics.
Yeah. Yeah. If you think people follow me because they're racist and they're living through me, that's
I'm sure they are.
I'm sure I do have racist people to follow me. But I'm sure you have racist black people to follow you.
Yeah.
There's no denying that. You can't avoid racist people in society.
Yeah.
It's just a part of life.
Yeah.
Then they start doing this kind of content. And what happens is that insidiously, very in the back of their minds, something starts creeping in where it's audience capture. You get this backlash from the audience, which is incredibly positive, which maybe with backlash doesn't work, but you get what I'm trying to say. And then you're constantly reaffirmed that you're correct and that you're based and that you're blah, blah. And then you start redoing that content and it gets bigger and bigger. And by the time you know it, you're like captured by your audience. That's why a lot of these guys can't say anything bad about their side openly, because the kind of feedback they get is so negative that they're almost pressured to do that.
We speak out against Israel. We spoke out against some things Trump did.
Yeah, and we got against that bombing.
Yeah, in Iran, we got a lot of backlash.
Yeah, but I still said what I was going to say. It didn't affect on how I approach my videos. I'm still going to be true to who I am. Yeah. If I disagree with something, just because some Republican, if I disagree with a Republican, I'm going to let you know. Yeah. I could care less if you're a Democrat, Republican, anything. If I disagree with you, it doesn't affect how I convey my message to anybody. Mm-hmm. If I don't believe in it, I'm going to say it.
Yeah. We could probably do a little bit more of that, though.
Incredibly proud when I put out a video and you guys disagree with me. And I don't take it down. And I don't feel bad. Now, if I'm wrong, I'll do another follow-up video and I'll admit it. But I will never be mad by the fact that I'm not beholden to you, the audience, when it comes to my values.
And another thing, when we came out politically, we lost a lot of fans.
Yeah.
We put up a video on Instagram talking about how this kid was beat up for wearing a MAGA hat. Mm-hmm. We lost like 50,000 followers. Yeah. I would say in like over a week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then we was going to our comedy shows and our crowds were small at the very onset. Mm-hmm. And our audiences just totally changed overnight. Yeah. But that's not why we came.
Yeah.
That's not why we started talking politics. We just wanted to give our 2 cents. We didn't like the direction the country was going in.
Yeah.
And
I think what's important for blacks to see other blacks say, hey, it's okay to be a conservative. It's okay to be a Republican.
Exactly.
That's why we created Conservative Twins.
Yeah.
Because I think our country needed that.
I didn't do it to get more fans.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, the first 2-3 months there, I said, man, I think we just committed career suicide because people are sending us death threats in our emails.
Yeah.
Black people are so disappointed in us.
Yeah. But you know what? It paid off. Because black people being a minority in this country is a whole lot more white folks in this country.
Yeah.
So I gentrified the hell out of my audience.
Yeah, but I thought we was going to open black people up, though.
Nah.
Didn't we think that at the beginning?
What we was thinking. We was going to help black folks.
Yeah. But
that was my motive behind coming out as Republican. I want to help black folks.
Yeah.
But a lot of people think I'm anti-black because I don't share the typical opinions that other blacks do.
Mm-hmm.
These people will sell their soul. They'll sell their kids' future. They'll sell anything because the feedback loop they get for being different is too strong. And the last thing I'll say is a lot of these people who do this kind of content, you'll notice a very particular trend. You know, black people when I was growing up treated me badly. Black women rejected me. It's a lot of that stuff. And
I did get treated real messed up by black folks, but the women loved me.
I had a black woman beat my ass though.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That black woman was crazy.
She was crazy.
Yeah. I don't know how many times my life was almost taken away from me because the way I look. There's some, man, you talking about, y'all was pointing out the fact that there's some racist white people out there, but man, the hate and racism I got from other black people just because I didn't sound like them, just because I didn't carry myself like them, just because I had a different complexion, eye color and all that, man, it is crazy how black people treat me.
Yeah.
And it was real. It's not, I'm not making it up. It actually happened. Had a couple nights, had a gun put on me.
Yeah. I remember I was in boot camp. I think I mentioned this earlier, but this black guy said I wasn't black, and he was arguing with another white guy saying, and the white guy said, how come he's not black, right? Because white people see me, no, that's a Negro, right? But we had our shirts off, and I had been out in the sun, I was beat red. It was July, and it was in South Carolina in boot camp. And it was August. Said, look, black people don't turn red in the sun.
Y'all turn purple.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the white guy said, aren't you black? I said, yeah, both my parents are black. He said, the black guy said, you ain't got no white people in your family? I said, yeah, I got white people in my family. He said, thank you.
But that same individual will call Kamala Harris black.
Exactly, because she's a Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
Person, this is my own theory. A lot of these guys had negative experiences with black people growing up. And so they go into adulthood and they carry that on. And when it starts to come into their content, it seeps in. And then they get positive reinforcement and like, damn, this is the first time that I can openly say this shit about the people who hurt me when I was a kid. And I don't.
See, you're proving my point. Like you say, white people treat you different, right?
Yeah. As a kid.
Black people treat me different.
Yeah.
Because I don't look like them.
Yeah. Your environment influences on how you see the world.
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
Yeah, but
you have a negative stereotype towards white people because the experiences you've had with white people.
Yeah,
but I
like
can't
call them racist.
Yeah,
Republicans are racist.
Yeah, but you call it buck breaking.
Yeah,
because of our life experiences.
Yes, I just want you to be consistent.
Yeah,
the treatment I got from other blacks is because there's racism among even black people because of our different complexion. You can call it racism, colorism, whatever you want it, but that hatred is the same hatred you get from racist whites.
Yeah,
that's the same hatred I get from blacks that don't feel that I'm black.
Yeah,
you know, they treat me different.
Yeah, yeah.
It just doesn't come from the white man to the black man. It also happens in our communities amongst black people.
Yeah.
Feel and a lot of I don't mean to cut you off. Perfect case in point. Look at Africa. That country, that continent's not a country because y'all can't even get along. Look at that continent, Africa. It's got like 5,000 countries, right? None of them get along with each other, even though they all look alike. They still hate each other. Oh, he's a Nigerian.
It's tribalism.
Yeah, it's a bunch of tribalism in the black community.
Yeah, you can have an all black country. There's still gonna be tribalism.
Yeah.
No, you're not from here. You're from over there.
It's still gonna be racist.
You're not like us. Yeah.
Because the dark skinned blacks is gonna hate the light skinned blacks.
Yeah.
And the light skinned blacks is gonna hate the dark skinned blacks.
Yeah, and the dark skins are gonna hate the dark skins from over there because they're not from here.
Yeah, and the dark brown eyed blacks is gonna hate the light eyed blacks.
Yeah.
The green-eyed blacks or the blue-eyed blacks.
Yeah. Feel rewarded, but you only have that experience because generally you're going to be around black people. So it's natural that they're to be the ones that are going to go after you or make fun of you. You know, I have friends who grew up around only white people, black friends, and they got made fun of. They heard racist comments from them. I had other friends who grew up only around Asians, and they got it from those folks as well. People often look towards the race of the person hurting them, not recognizing, like, bro, if you're in a community, that's why black on black or white on white crime or Asian on Asian is always the highest percentage. It's not because you get targeted because you're Asian or you get targeted because you're white. You're around other people who look like you. And you never say anything positive. None of the progress, you don't talk about it. Crime is influenced by the people that live around you. Blacks live with blacks, whites live with whites. But the black on black crime, that is like astronomical compared to the white on white crime.
Yeah. That's even more black on white crime than it is black on black crime, I think.
What?
The black on black crime, like you said, is astronomical, but it's so much crime that blacks commit it affects white people too.
Yeah. I had to make sure you clean that up. Negative. To me, that's some of the lowest form of content.
That's what I have a problem with them. It's just because.
Is that our content though?
No.
We kind of hard on
them. He said we've been a little hard on them lately now. Well, they need it. He said that's why he has a problem with us. No. After y'all, hopefully y'all see this video, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Yeah.
Like I went through the same things as them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Talk that shit.
Black people made fun of me. Oh, that's that corny dude in high school that was there.
Yeah.
They was like, oh, that's that corny dude. Black man was making fun of me because I was either dancing with girls. Oh, that's gay. I've been called that name for a long ass time, and that's why I don't care about.
See, if we probably met these dudes in person,
be best friends. But yeah, I had some bad experiences with blacks, but that's not why I'm prejudiced. I have a prejudice against blacks.
Yeah.
I got a prejudice because our culture, how we behave, how dangerous we are.
About it right now, you know what I mean? Yeah. Black women, the same thing. I was too corny for them. I was not that but.
Yeah, they say we was whitewashed.
They still got on his though.
I was made fun of by white people too, and depending of what circumstances, I had some racist stuff from the white folks. I had the corny stuff, and I was too white for the black and too black for the white.
Right.
So I was like in between thing, but like later on, Ross and stuff used to happen to me, and I was like, well, they're all like that, and that was that person.
Yeah,
and there are some other people.
Hey, keep that same energy for white people there.
Yeah. You got to keep that in. You got that energy for black folks. Why aren't you doing it for white folks?
Yeah, because not all white people are racist now.
Yeah.
Keep that same energy. What you talking? They have their biases.
We have
ours.
You can hear it when it comes out when we speak.
Yeah,
When
if y'all want to live in a black neighborhood, I'm gonna pray for you.
People like him, but it's not
especially y'all should be making some money over there.
Yeah, y'all should be living in the white community by now.
everybody that's like that.
Yep.
Same thing with black people. Same thing with anything. Basically, I was not like putting everybody in the same box because one thing out of that group happened to me. That's why I got an issue with it. I'm like, yo, you got to think more than that. I'm in the same position as them. I was not the gangster guy. I was
neither. I remember when they started sagging their pants.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that looks stupid.
I just never really fit in with
black culture.
Yeah, I just felt more comfortable being around whites. I'm sorry I feel that way. I know, huh? I mean, it's just me. I guess it's the different cultures.
Kevin, we had white friends growing up. We had black friends. We was hanging out with our white friends. We were playing kickball, baseball, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Watching movies and stuff.
Right.
Hanging out with my black friends. They out here, hey, man, let's rob dominoes tonight.
Yeah. Let me put it. I know, but let me put it to you like this. I had several black friends that tried to take my life.
White man. Several. It was just
rainbow knife.
Yeah, that was one time he put a knife to you.
No, you forgot about them other cat and them other cats. That just happened all through high school.
I don't
remember us at the park. That dude was talking. That dude wanted to kill us. What's his name? Started with a B. Remember that dude was black as a damn Michelin tire. You don't remember that dude?
No.
I think his name was Bradley.
Bradley. It's been so long ago. I can't remember.
Because you don't remember because it's trauma. You'd have blocked it all out. But
I remember the Rambo knife with the compass on it. It's gonna slice your head off.
You remember getting the gun put on us?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's just white people.
And he was on the basketball team with us.
Yeah.
We was going in for basketball practice.
Yeah.
The point guard robbed us at gunpoint.
Yeah. Fellas, what I'm trying to say is this. If you're walking down a big metropolitan city, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you see a bunch of black guys cross the street and with hoods on, and they start walking towards you, what are you going to do? Personally, are you going to continue to walk down that same side of the street, or are you going to cross the street? I'm crossing the street. Yeah. I got my prejudice on every demographic, every ethnicity of people. It's just pattern recognition.
Yeah.
My prejudice has been built over time through, just
behaviors.
Recognizing people's patterns, how people behave. It's just,
I mean, you gotta admit that same scenario, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you see 2 white ladies with canes walking.
Yeah.
They got white hair.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel like no threat, but you don't see a threat when it's like 5 or 6 teenage black kids with the hoods on walking up to you.
Yeah.
They might just be hanging out, going home or something. But you ain't got your guard up.
I'm not taking.
You gonna go up and say, "Hey, how's it going, fellas? Hey, yo, bam, boom."
I'm not taking that risk, and I'm pretty sure you 2 guys not gonna take that risk.
Come on, man.
Nah, I was polite, nice. Raised well by 2 parents and stuff, so I was not the go-to guy that I didn't have
You didn't have the suede.
But my mama didn't want to buy me the suede.
Yeah, but you didn't have the suede.
You think it's a suede?
So you don't have the answer, suede?
You stupid.
You ain't got the answers, man.
It's just weird when I see it. I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah.
And because I went through the same thing as them, I'm like,
no, you didn't.
It ain't that bad. Relax. No. Consult. I don't know. Do something. Jeez.
This is just a video I saw and it jumped out to me. And I'm seeing a lot more of these kinds of guys. And every time I see it, I just roll my eyes even harder. I'm like,
to be honest, I don't want to live in a Come on,
it's like,
I'm just being honest. Y'all not very. I mean, y'all probably got different experiences because you actually look black.
We look black, Kevin. I don't know. When we grow these beards out, everybody thinks our name is Muhammad.
Man, you look like some Arabs.
Yeah, but people know we're black.
Yeah, but we got treated different because we look different.
Yeah. Man, this video is 50 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
man, y'all made me do a 50 damn minute video.
Well, I just, when people say I'm anti-black, I'm not anti-black.
And I'm simping for white people. I'm not.
Yeah.
This is just.
And when I said I want to live around, that was a joke.
Yeah.
I live in a
white neighborhood. There's a couple blacks.
I live in a white neighborhood. Well, multicultural is white, there's black. But I live in a mansion. Why would I move to Arkansas? I was joking.